Alright guys, now once we've got the camera learned into the panel, then we learn the repeater into the panel, we got to learn the camera into the repeater. This extension cord actually makes it really nice. Maybe it's something you may want to pick up. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into the installer toolbox, and we're going to get in there, and we're going to go to smart home devices. And then we're going to click on cameras, and then we're going to click on the doorbell, which we're going to learn into this. We're going to hit camera details. This is something that we didn't show you when we were messing around with the camera details. This is where you change the name, online, signal strength. If you scroll up, there's one for a power test on the doorbell. Actually goes in and tests the voltage of that doorbell to make sure it's going to be able to max out the voltage and it's going to work. We're going to skip that real quick. We're going to go to initiate WPS, so we're going to go here to the panel. We're going to click on it. It's going to say, do you want to start the WPS on that doorbell? Or if it was the ping camera, it would say that. So what we're going to do, I can see the doorbell camera. It's got a solid white light. I'm going to hit continue. Okay, so then I'm going to, once it says now connecting to your Vivint system, I'm going to hold this down for a couple seconds, let it go. This top green light is now flashing, and so what it's doing is now the camera is sending out the WPS to here, and it's going to learn the camera into this this repeater. As you can see, it went back to solid green light, which is good. The camera is still blinking. It's a slow blinking. It's like blink, 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 blink. Okay, and then what will happen is it'll say connected, now configuring. We just need the doorbell to say that.
Camera connected, now finalizing.
So it said camera connecting, now finalizing. This last part could take up to 3 to 5 minutes for it to actually connect. So you may just want to let it go. What will happen is right now the doorbell is actually flashing a fast green light. Okay? What will happen is it'll stop and go to a solid white light, and then what should happen is the panel should start streaming video. Then the way that you want to check it is obviously by signal strength, because that's why you're going to need it. But if you unplug the DAP, then the video should stop streaming. You plug the DAP back in, the video should stream back to the panel. Then you know that the DAP, the camera is connected to the DAP is connected to the panel, and you've done the installation correct. Now, placing the DAP is crucial. You always want to be as close to the camera as possible, maintaining the 2 bars. Okay? Then if you're having troubles maintaining the 2 bars, then you move it back closer to the panel. But you always want to make sure that you have 2 or more bars. Okay? So it looks like we're into this about maybe 1 minute, just past 1 minute. But like I said, it's probably going to take about 3 to 5 minutes for this process to actually complete itself. And like I said, this extension cord actually helps quite a bit, to actually do it, because we got the doorbell cam close to us, we got the panel close to us, we got it in between. They make the good connection, and then what you can do is once you get everything connected, then you can start plugging things back in, plugging the DAP into receptacles close to the camera, maintaining those 2 signal strength bars, or 3 if possible. But looks like we're about 2 minutes.
All right, guys, so this is what we're looking for. Once we get to this point in the process here, as you can see, we have a fast flashing green. This is a good sign. This means that it's finalizing. What's going to happen is either this light will go white after a couple minutes, and if it does, that means that it is completed. But if it continues to go on this rapid flashing green, and it does this for about 5 minutes, then it probably did work. And the best thing to do is, if you did wait the 5 minutes, is to power cycle the doorbell camera and the DAP, and then wait for this to actually go to a solid white, and then you can check the DAP and the camera to make sure that it actually worked. But I'm guessing that most of the time you're going to see a solid white. You just have to be patient with these doorbell cams. If you have any questions, let me know.
All right, guys, so the way that you can check your DAP to make sure that it's installed right is, number one, you can always go in and check the signal strength. So if your signal strength was maybe like 65 or 70%, and you go in and check it, and now it's like 85 or 90%, it definitely goes up. But the for sure way to check it is, as you can see, we've got the live video on the screen right here, okay? You can see people walking around, stuff like that. You can see the DAP. We've got 3 or more bars. The way that we can check to see if our doorbell cam or our ping cam or outdoor cam is streaming is we can see the live feed. It's working. As soon as I pull this, it'll disconnect from the internet and the camera. And as you can see, you know, we're moving around right here in this thing. As you can see, it's actually frozen. So what you can do is then you can plug it back in, and it's going to have to go through. It's going to have to go through, you know, the reboot and all that stuff. But eventually, once it gets connected, you can check live video. If it starts live video and stream again, then you know that it reconnected up and you've done it right.